Hey, this is Adam with the Adam Wines Guitar Academy, and in this video we're going to be coming to you with another very easy to play sweep picking exercise or lick. This uses two strings, so it's a lot easier to play than your typical sweep picking lick. So if you've been having a hard time with sweep picking, I think you're going to find this to be much more approachable, much easier. I really like this one. It has almost like a shred vibe to it, almost like you're doing alternate picking, and you kind of are. But you'll see it's really is sweep picking. So I think you'll find this to be pretty approachable, especially if you're kind of decent at alternate picking. So this will be a nice bridge to take you from alternate picking to sweep picking. Okay, we're going to get right into it after I show you the reel I did to perform this. And then as we're playing it, you'll see a tab on screen to help you out. All right, let's get to it. So in measure one here, I'm going to give you the notes first. We have 13, 17, 15 on the second string, 13 on the first, and then 17 again. So the way you're going to pick this is probably the trickiest part. So we're going to go down on 13, up pick on 17, down pick on 15, but then a down pick on 13, and that's where the sweep pick action happens. An up pick on 17, a down pick on 15 again, down on 13, up on 17. And that motion's gonna keep happening throughout this entire exercise. So down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, and that's just gonna keep repeating that kind of pick action. So right there, I actually messed that up a little bit. I went up, so we don't wanna do that. So be very careful with your picking direction. Really spend some time and nail this part first. Now after that we have 12, 15, 14, 12, 15, 14, 12, 15. So the notes here we have F, A, D. So it's a D minor arpeggio. Then it's going to this, E, G, C sharp. It's a C sharp diminished, which is really cool. It sounds awesome. It's very metal. So D minor, C sharp diminished. C sharp diminished can be a substitute for the 5 chord. That's one way you could think of it. So next after that, we're going to measure 2. We have 10, 13, 10 on the second string, 10, 13 on the first, 10 on the second string, 10, 13 on the first, shifts down, 9, 12, 11, 9, 12, 11, 9, 12, 11's on string 2. So the notes there, we have D, F, A, D, F, A, D, F. That's just D minor again, just with an inversion. And then we're going to here. We could think of that also, so that's C sharp, E, B flat. You could kind of think of that as C sharp diminished, but technically this is B flat or A sharp diminished. The diminished triad is really neat. It's very flexible. You can move it around more than you might think. So once again we have D minor to A sharp diminished. Same picking direction, so down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Remember, we're going to keep that picking direction going at all times. Okay, so the third measure, we have 10, 13, 11, 10, 13, 11, 10, 13, then 10, 13, 12, 10, 13, 12, 10, 13. The 11 and the 12 there, you should be mindful when you get there, it's string 2. So the notes here, we have D and F and then A sharp or B flat. So that's really like a B flat major triad right there. And then really sneaky and really cool, it's becoming a B diminished triad. It's like a passing chord. It's really nice. Same picking direction, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, Okay, on to the next measure. Here we have 12, 15, 13, 12, 15, 13. 13's on string 2. 12, 15. And then we have a little scale around. We go 18, 17, 15, 18, 17, 15, and then 14, 17. Just be mindful of looking at the tab when you get to string 2. So here, same picking direction, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. But when we get to 18 over here, it's going to be straight alternate picking. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now the notes here, we got E, G, and C, so that's like a C major triad. And then this little scale run, we have B flat, A, G, F, E, D, which is just D minor essentially. But really nice, it goes to C sharp for a second and then to E. So that's kind of implying what we call a D harmonic minor. And the notes in D minor, regular minor, are D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, and D. So when you have this C sharp, it's the raised seventh, and that turns it into D harmonic minor. Just to give you an example, so if I play this D minor scale down here, I'm playing that C right there. So when you play C sharp instead, it becomes harmonic minor. It's a really cool sound. Now, after that, we have a repeat. Same thing. So remember, that's D minor, C sharp diminished, and then the next measure we have D minor with that inversion, then A sharp or B flat diminished. Now in the next measure we have, so remember in this measure here we have a B flat major, and then it shifts into B diminished. And then the following measure after that, we have the C triad, and then a little scale run we had before. And then finally, after all this repeating, the next measure, we have a D note at fret 15 on string 2. And then we have a really nice bend at the end, at fret 20 here on the first string, which is a C note. But when you do the full step bend like this, it's actually bending into a D note, which makes perfect sense because we've essentially been in the key of D minor this entire time. When you do a full step bend, keep in mind you want to make sure when you bend that you don't bend a half step on accident like that. So in other words, if we get this, that's not what we want. We want it's a nice little vibrato at the end. The easiest way to be able to do this and grab that vibrato is to have your other fingers come down with you. So my middle finger and my index are on string 1, but they get canceled out by finger 3 here. But it gives my hand more strength to do the bend. And then once I hit the bend, I have enough strength and endurance left to be able to do the vibrato. So keep that in mind as you play that. Okay, I hope you found this to be helpful and enjoyable and fun, and I will see you in the next video.